Your Country 1039 KGRT, Jennifer Nettles, Bon Jovi. Who says you can't go home? Well, that one will get you up and going, won't it?
Time now for the question of the day.
Yes, it is our question of the day. And our question of the day for today, well, let's see. It kind of has something to do with the little cravings that we have. Because I don't know about you, but if you've heard about, in about a week, McDonald's will once again be offering the double Big Mac. Yeah, instead of only just 2 all-beef patties in the double Big Mac, it features 4 all-beef patties, and I can't even remember the rest of the song there. But yeah, more Big Mac sauce in there as well, along with pickles, shredded lettuce, onions, and cheese, all stacked between a sesame seed bun and the one in the middle. Yeah, so, that's a whole lot of hamburger right there, but there are a lot of people that, you get these cravings and you just gotta go for it, right? So my question of the day for you, are there any foods that you find just irresistible and lead to food regret after you're going for it? Yeah, that's basically it. Are there any foods that you just can't turn down, and afterwards you're like, probably shouldn't have done that? Every once in a while I do get those cravings, and first off, I'm not even going to mention pizza because that's a given, okay? But there are some times where I'll get these cravings and I'm going like, I could use like a really good cheesecake, and then you go for it and you're like, you know how many calories that was? My doctor is going to yell at me, but yeah, for me, pizza's a given, but cheesecake is definitely one of those. But what about you? Are there any foods that are just irresistible to you and lead to a little food regret after you go for it? Go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day. And that is, of course, you can call me up. You can send a text message, 575-523-KGRT. And, of course, we are live on our social media pages. And we even do it a little bit afterward right here if you want to join us for that. But go ahead and leave your comments down below as well. Just got a text message in that says ice cream. Just plain and simple ice cream. I understand how that goes for sure because every once in a while you kind of go through the whole container, right? I've done that before and I regretted it, but ice cream's a good choice. But what, again, is, or for you, are there any foods that are just irresistible? You got to go for it, but they do lead to food regret. Let me know your answers for our question of the day. Once again, call them in, text them in, or leave your comments on our social media pages. Okay, that's good. That's good. And we are cool there. So now we are exclusively up on our social media pages. And I do believe that it's true. Every once in a while, you just crave that one thing. Maybe it's been a while since you had it. Maybe it's something you kind of eat on a fairly regular basis. But for me, pizza's a given. I order a pizza thinking I'm going to have just a couple of slices and then I'll just save the rest for later. But, I even try to order the smaller pizzas to go ahead and make sure that I do that. But sometimes, you just kind of eat the whole thing. Or tamales, I think that one's a given for me as well. And, but yeah, truly, if there's a cheesecake there, it is so hard to resist. And lately, I've been craving a key lime pie for some reason. But once again, you just want to go for a slice. And next thing you know, what do you mean half the pie is gone? And that's probably why I'm as big as I am. But, it happens. Trying to be good, trying to make sure that my doctor doesn't yell at me, but it just happens. But once again, our question of the day for you, are there any foods that are just irresistible to you and lead to some food regret? Call them in, text them in, 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. If you want to call or text those in, or just leave your comments down below as well. Always love going through those comments a little bit later on. In the meantime, why don't we go ahead and figure out what is going on in and around the world. I see that they're going to be making a biopic about Richard Simmons. Used to love Richard Simmons back in the 80s, and he is still alive, by the way. Just want to make sure about that. But Pauly Shore apparently is going to play Richard Simmons, and honestly, that's some pretty good casting right there. That is really good. Also saw that Hostess is selling a 3-foot-long Twinkies Valentine's Day gift box. The gift box includes 18 individually wrapped Twinkies, so it's not just one big Twinkie, and a personalized message option in there as well. So there you go, some Twinkies for Valentine's Day. Also saw that Hidden Valley Ranch and Burt's Bees have partnered for a limited edition lip balm. The lip balm flavors include Hidden Valley Ranch, buffalo sauce, crunchy celery, and fresh carrot. That's one way to go ahead and do that without getting all the calories, I guess. And I also saw that the possibly retiring Philadelphia Eagles star Jason Kelce may compete on Dancing with the Stars. So I wonder what would happen with that. Of course, fans think that Kelce would make a great addition to the show, especially since his brother, Travis, is dating Taylor Swift. I have no idea what that has to do with it. But Jason, of course, kind of teased retirement on Monday night after the game, saying, you got to remember these moments and everything. But he's not saying for sure if it's a retirement. He'll let you know when it is, though, right? And that is what's going on in and around the world today. Once again, looking for answers for our question of the day. Are there any foods that you find just irresistible and you got to go for it, but then it leads to food regret? I've got a ton of them. Pizza, love me some cheesecake, and, probably desserts is one of those things as well. But there's a lot of things out there that I don't eat all the time, but when it's there, oh, it's so good. And sometimes I do think that my doctor is going to get mad at me. So let me know your answers. Once again, leave your comments down below for our question of the day. Are there any foods that are just irresistible to you, but unfortunately they lead to a little bit of food regret? Let me know your answers for our question of the day.